Hello. I see there are people in the room already. I actually started it with everybody muted, so if you can hear me, if you could just put something in the comments or in the chat box. Can you hear me? See me? All right. All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Bill Gross, thank you. All right, let me share my screen. Thanks, Cody. And can you see my screen? You should be, all right, thanks, Bill. So you should be able to just see the PowerPoint. Sweet. So we're going to give people another 5 minutes. And just we'll give people till 2:05 before I start. I tried to actually turn off the video from everyone. Let me, hold on one second. Let me just, yeah. I tried to have it so that it's only my video. When you share this screen, by default, it changes user to full screen, so the chat box disappears. Okay, so right, so you have to click on chat to see the chat box. And 1 second. So while we're waiting for people, you know, a lot of people have been asking me this week, what's going on with the market? You know, what's going to happen? And I just kind of wanted to address that to start. You know, I get why that's a concern. Will you allow us to record the Zoom? I am recording it, Jamal. So I'll send out the recording. Let me just see 1 second. Good, there we go. You are welcome. All good. See, okay, so yeah, you know, a lot of people have been asking me what's going on with the market, real estate. I just want to kind of address that because we're giving people 5 minutes to join. But the reality is I can't predict the market. None of us can predict what's going to happen. But, you know, I lived through the last market cycle, 2008, 2009. And what I would say is I started wholesaling during the Great Recession, right? And some of my best deals were done then, right? We've got a bunch of people in the waiting room, so I'm going to admit them. So, you know, when there's times of uncertainty, the market's going down, it switches from a seller's market to a buyer's market. That's basically what we're going through. And actually, that's the best time to get into the market. So if you're wondering if it's the right time to get into real estate, the answer is yes. I am going to turn off people's video. Like I said, I tried to have it so it's only my video, but okay. So I'm admitting people and we're going to get started. Uh-oh, I think I hear somebody. All right, I muted everybody. Okay, good. Admitting more people. Hello, everybody. And what I was saying is, you know, now is the time more than ever to learn how to get started with creative deals and learn to do different types of deals and not just be kind of a one-trick pony, or if you're a realtor just acting as an agent. You know, I'm admitting people here, but you know, if there's equity in a house, you can make a cash offer. If they don't, right, you need to have a way to offer sellers different things right now, different options, and you can offer sellers who own probate properties to help them in multiple ways, and that's what we're going to talk about. So we're just going to give people a couple more minutes. How are you getting probate leads? I'm going to go over all of this today, Donna. Thank you for asking. Definitely going to go over this. But what I see a lot of people complaining right now, and that's not what I want you guys to do. I see a lot of opportunities here, and we're not talking about taking advantage of people, right? We're not taking advantage of people. I want to do whatever I can to help people right now, and that's what I'm doing by helping you guys. We're all going to help people. But sometimes the best way to help people is to make them a cash offer on their property. So on this webinar, I'm going to show you how to get started wholesaling properties, even if you have never done a deal. Okay, so, and I'm going to start off by making two bold statements. There may be no faster and easier way to make money in real estate today than wholesaling probate properties. And I'm also admitting people as we do this. So once you learn how to wholesale probate properties, you may never have to worry about money again. So I'm really glad you guys are here. Thank you for attending the call. I know your time is valuable. I appreciate it. I'm going to show you a new way to do deals that completely changed my life years ago. You're going to learn how to do your first probate deal in the next 30 to 45 days. Okay, so let me ask you, do you want to make more money and help people in your real estate business? Okay, and I'm turning off people's video just so we can look at the slides, okay? So drop a number one, Carlos, yes, Stan, Carson. Okay, this is interactive, guys. Thank you for commenting that. I want to be, yes, there's a recording, Zahid. I want you guys to be interacting with me. Thank you all. Do you want to do more deals? Do you want to help people and make more money? Yes, yes, and yes. Awesome. Let's go on then. So why this is different, okay? If you ever thought making money in real estate has to be easier, then you're right. Okay, after this webinar, you can get started wholesaling probate properties in your own local market more quickly and easy than you ever thought before. Okay, and turning off videos. Please silence your phones. Turn off Facebook. I do this. I'm always on a webinar with my phone, and then I miss the webinar, and I, you know, just focus, please. Give me 30 minutes. It's going to be worth your time. Okay, if you're serious about wholesaling probate properties, the next 60 minutes could change your life. Okay, so imagine a real estate investing business where you don't have to worry about a falling housing market, competition, spending lots of money on marketing, borrowing money to buy deals, needing a buyer's list, creating a second job, losing your nights or weekends. Okay, we're gonna go over all of this. Okay, because this is what I'm gonna show you how to do. Okay, so welcome again. Thank you. I'm still doing deals today in my local market in South Florida. I've done deals. I work in the Tri-County area, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach, but this works in any market nationwide. But more importantly, I'm now starting to work with clients and students from all over the world who will do deals with what I teach. So if you want to learn the easy way to get more offers accepted, do more deals, and make more money than wholesaling probate properties is for you. Okay, even in a very difficult economy. So you're in the right place. Thank you for being here. But what if the market continues to slow down? Or all you've ever done is traditional wholesaling, or act as an agent, or you've never done a deal, right? Or your credit stinks, or you can't get a loan, or you're in a small market or big market. Stay on the call till the end to find out. And I'll give you a spoiler, it doesn't matter, because there's always deals. There's always going to be deals. I'm still admitting people, okay? But there's always deals, up market, down market, sideways. There's always people looking for great deals. Okay, so if you stay until the end, a little ethical bribe, I'm going to give you my free ROI calculator so you can look at the return on investment you can expect from your probate leads and set expectations for your current or next campaign. So I need you guys to stay to the end and stay engaged with me. I put a ton of work into this, so please stay to the end and I'll send you that ROI calculator. So what are our goals? How everyone here can do their first deal. All right, so you're not competing against every other wholesaler, investor, or realtor. I'm going to show you how to make fair offers where sellers and buyers win. Learn how to give the sellers whatever price they want. I'm going to show you all of that today on this webinar. Okay, so let's go over kind of the opportunity. Average U.S. inheritance over $175,000. 70, almost 80% owned real estate. 67% of it is free and clear in probate. So it's over half of the net worth for most families, 50 to 60%. But the median savings for boomers is only $24,000. The lack of planning and liquidity causes urgency. And I'm going through this fast, guys, but stay with me. So this is more important. All right, if you look at this graph. We're right here, 2020. Look at that. That's population of boomers. Okay, what's going to happen? They've got $136 trillion. That's an insanely high number. It's going to increase exponentially. 2+ million probate properties in the next 12 months. Over 1 million, almost 1.5 million without debt. Most will go through probate. So as you can see here, what's happening? We're 2020. Baby boomer population declines. 50% of their net worth is in real estate. What's going to happen to probates? It's going to go way up. It's going to continue to go up. It's going to continue to go up probably till 2060, right? Is this making sense so far? Drop a 1 in the comments. I want to hear. Do you guys get this? Do you get the chart? Do you see why? Look at where we are right now. We're on the precipice. Are we not? Yes, Lester. Yes, sir. Ruby. Awesome. Awesome. So this is the biggest opportunity right now, and nobody's doing it. Everybody's ignoring it. It's wholesaling probate deals. You know, I'm doing this. I looked into this. I said, who's teaching this? Who is doing probates? I couldn't find anybody. It's incredible. So once you learn how to wholesale probate properties, you will never have to worry about money again. And after the webinar is over, I will be answering all your questions. So if you have questions, all right, I'm seeing them. Bill Gross is in LA. That's wonderful. But just post your questions. How can we legally wholesale? Right. Ask your questions, but I'm not going to answer them right now. I'm going to answer them at the end. If I don't have time to answer them at the end, I'll answer you individually. I will answer you, Julie. All right, cool. So who is this for? Who is it not for? If you're new to the business, you want to learn how to make fast cash. That was most people who answered on the survey, by the way. All right, they're brand new. If you've been trying to do wholesaling or you're working as an agent, you're struggling with competition, facing tons of rejection, right? This is who it's for. All right. If you want to do deals without having to negotiate like a professional, you know, some hardcore salesperson, and you just want the easy way to help sellers while earning a great income in the process, this is for you. Yes, Amy, this is being recorded. If you're in a small market or a large, expensive, competitive market and you think it's hard to do deals where you live, this webinar is for you. Who is it not for? It's not for lazy people, right? It's not for people who don't want to work. Okay, I can't stand that, right? Well, it's not for people looking for get rich quick schemes. It's not for those people. This for people who want to work. There is no do nothing and money will fall from the sky and you get rich quick magic button. This is not a gimmick. I'm showing you a real skill set that will make your life better and help you make a lot of money. So it's not for people who are afraid to take massive decisive action. They're not willing to invest in themselves or blame others and don't take accountability for their own actions, right? They're victims, right? So here's a huge disclaimer. You have to work hard. You have to practice. You have to master these skills. I'm going to show you some big numbers from my own closed transactions. These are real numbers, but my results are by no means typical, right? I work hard and I don't have any influence over your actions, all right? It's what you are going to do with what you learn that will determine if you're successful. The results are entirely up to you. I'm not an attorney and nothing I say is meant to be construed as legal advice. That kind of goes without saying, but I need to say it anyway. You and I both know making money is never easy. That being said, the thing that I've found to be the easiest and fastest way to make money is wholesaling probate properties. So who am I? I'm a licensed real estate broker in Florida, 15 years experience as a licensed agent. I was originally licensed in 2006. I've wholesaled hundreds of properties in Florida and in markets across the country. I speak at RIA meetings. I've been a panelist there, and I was awarded 2019 Member of the Year. and I own Solution Home Buyers in South Florida, and I'm a full-time wholesaler. So this was kind of a nice email I got from a seller last August. He just said, you know, I want to acknowledge the successful sale of our property to Calvin Sibley. Our dealing with Mr. Sibley was cordial and speedy. We wish Mr. Sibley much success in the future endeavor in real estate. So this is from a seller. This is from someone who I helped, and I got more people to enter, but this was cool. They surprised me with this. I don't know if Ryan's on the call, but that's Ryan on my right here. They gave me the Member of the Year last year, 2019, just for community involvement and giving back to the community. They surprised me. They didn't tell me why. They invited me to the meeting, and they said, we have a surprise for you. So that was pretty cool. So when I first got started in business, I knew I wanted a business that would produce immediate, consistent cash flow, was easy to start up and run, could run from home with very little overhead, and would help people and benefit the community. That could help me buy my home of my dreams and allow me to spend more time with my family. And also, where I didn't have to go into a lot of debt, raise a lot of capital, right, or equity, and I could just run from home or from anywhere. That was my dream, right? But I made a ton of mistakes. So when I figured this out, I started as an agent. I was working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. I was barely getting by. I had to do rentals just to pay my own rent. And I really contemplated getting out of the business. I almost gave up. A lot of people did during the last housing market crash, right? A lot of people got out. So if you've been struggling in real estate to date, it's not your fault. Okay, I was there. I went through the same thing. There's a reason why you've been struggling to do deals or put transactions together. So don't be hard on yourself, right? You weren't taught this stuff. I don't know anyone who's teaching this. This is not common knowledge. You really do have to seek it out. So I was in the same position you may be in right now, which is what you've done today, right? You've sought out the information, and I know that you're going to be glad that you did. So the solution that I discovered was that I found something that changed my life forever. I found that you can actually flip properties as a wholesaler, even if you're a licensed agent for fast cash. I ended up, I was doing the exact same amount of work wholesaling deals that I was working on as an agent and making 5 to 10 times the profit per deal. So we all have a choice to make, right? I kept trying, I kept failing for years. And I knew I could either try something new, or I could go down the path of being a traditional agent, right? And, barely making ends meet. That wasn't fun. Okay. Or I could go a different direction, or I could just have gone out of real estate entirely, right? I could just go get a 9-to-5 job, but I didn't want to. So what was the solution? The solution that I discovered was probates. All right. I came across probates. There's actually a lady who called me about a house. She'd been dealing with this house, paying taxes and maintenance for years. She wasn't getting any help from the heirs, and she was desperate to sell. She wanted to sell it fast. I offered to list the house. She said, no, I want to sell it. I want a contract. So I realized at that moment, working with probates is an incredible way to find motivated sellers. And I've been working with probate properties ever since, and that was over 10 years ago. All right, so I had my aha moment. I started selling probate investment properties to rehabbers and landlords during the housing market crash of 08 and 09. I realized instead of acting as a buyer's agent and making 1% of the transaction right after my split with my broker, I could get properties under contract with the seller and then wholesale the properties to my same investor client, but instead make $5,000, $10,000, even $20,000 or more on the same transactions with the same amount of work. And I see your comment, Matthew. Yes, there'll be a recording. I can send it to you. As long as I disclosed I was an agent to everyone involved, right? You have to disclose it. I could legally and ethically help people and earn a great income. So within 3 months of focusing just on wholesaling probate properties, I was making more money than I ever had before working in real estate. And I started wholesaling probate deals while traveling around the world. Okay, does that make sense? Like, I had my aha moment. I realized what I could do. I could make more money wholesaling than working as an agent, doing the same amount of work and work from anywhere. All right, this solution is literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars per year and satisfaction in your career because you're helping people. All right, so my promise to you is simple. If you follow the proven path that I took and apply the same strategy in your own business step by step, then you will get more leads, you will do more deals, and you will make more money. All right, while helping more people. It's that simple. Yes, and I'm going to answer the questions at the end. So what is a probate deal? A probate is simply, it's a process of getting a deal under contract with the seller and then wholesaling it or selling the contract to a buyer for a profit. That's what wholesaling is, first of all. All right, a probate is a legal process in which a will is reviewed to determine whether it is valid and authentic. Probate also refers to the general administering of a deceased person's will or the estate of a deceased person without a will. Now, I know that is not that exciting. Probates are not exciting. This is not a sexy topic, right? This is not the next e-com sexy thing that, you know, but this is, the income potential is there, all right? So stay with me. I'm about to show you how much you can make with this. So the secret to success is to own nothing and control everything. I put this quote in here because this is what we're doing. We're controlling the properties with a contract, which we then can sell. All right, so wholesaling probate properties is the ultimate strategy that allows you to own nothing and control everything. All right, so what are wholesaling probate deals? You get the property under contract with the seller, you assign it to an investor, and if the profit's big enough, say over $10,000, then you do a double closing so the buyer and seller never even know how much you make on a deal. And I know I'm going fast, but stay with me. Yes, you use an assignable contract. All right, so you're creating a win-win-win. All right, so what are the advantages? Well, maybe the seller is having a hard time selling the house. They don't want to deal with the house. They just want to get rid of it. They have family members. It's awkward. They don't want to deal with it. It's sad for them a lot of times. So they get someone to buy their property and take care of all the maintenance and repairs. They don't have to deal with typical landlord headaches, and they can walk away with more money and way less stress, right? They also don't have to deal with the other heirs, all right? They don't have to deal with their other family members. So what are the buyer advantages, okay? They get a great deal on a house. They can rehab it and flip it for a profit, or they can hold it as a rental. The buyers don't have to go out looking for deals. We can provide to them, to our buyers on a silver platter, which I know is cliche, but it's true, right? So these houses are typically in better shape than your average wholesale property, meaning it's less work for them to do on the house and more profit. And if you're new to investing, or if the buyer's new, they find a great source of deals, namely in you, all right? Okay, yes, Aaron, I will answer questions at the end. I see your question. Okay, so here's an example probate deal. This is a rehab house in suburban Miami. The seller was up in Orlando. She didn't want to deal with it. All right, there was tenants in the house, but they stayed until the closing. She called me off a mailing campaign I sent her, and she said, you know, Calvin, I want to sell my house. I want $80,000. The thing is worth over $200,000 and can rent for about $1,800. So I offered her what she wanted. Now, I knew she was talking to some other investors, so I said, I'll make it a little sweeter. I'll pay her closing costs. She accepted the offer. I advertised the property for $150,000, about $149,900. All right, I got a contract in less than a week. I got a contract for $140,000. It was through a realtor. Okay, so I offered the realtor a 3% commission, which is $4,200. That brought the sale price down to $135,800. I paid about $1,000 in closing costs. It was a wholesale profit of $54,740. And once the deal is closed, I'm done. I'm out of the deal. I'm not involved in rehab or anything. So this is from this month, okay? This is, I don't think I have the date on here, but I'll show you in a second. The cash to seller, this is the HUD. I took a screenshot of the top and the bottom, and this was earlier this month, and I made $54,740 on this property. All right, there it is. There's a screenshot of the wire, okay, hitting my account on April 8th, and that's my Chase account, incoming wire, Solution Home Buyers. You can see it right there, $54,000. Okay. So how did I find the buyer? Well, it was through a realtor. Right? I paid her a 3% commission. I marketed the property everywhere. I did an email blast, Craigslist post, Facebook Marketplace. I called realtors. I paid Facebook ads. I did everything I could to market it. This was building on my buyer's list. In the meantime, while I was selling this, within 7 days, I sold this house, and then we closed it with a title company like we always do. So I flipped the property to the end buyer. I disclosed to the realtor I had the property under contract. She knew I was an agent as well. They didn't care because it was such a good deal. The seller wanted $80,000. I sold it for $140,000 minus the 3% commission. I didn't nickel and dime the realtor. We take care of the agent, right? 3%, $1,000 in closing costs. I didn't ask the buyer to pay my closing costs, and everybody was happy, okay? everyone was happy. Here's a screenshot of the text she sent me. I didn't ask her to send this to me. This is, you can see, Wednesday, April 8th. Hi, Calvin. Just to let you know, it was my pleasure working with you in this transaction. Looking forward to work with you soon. Thank you for your help. Okay. She's thanking me for my help. They're thanking me. I mean, it's incredible, right? So the buyer's agent was happy, earned 3% commission. The title company's happy. They close a deal. The seller's happy. The probate attorney's happy. The neighbors are happy. The house gets rehabbed. You know, there's no squatters in there anymore or anything. The investor's happy. He gets a great deal. I'm happy. I successfully close. And then the community's happy because then we reinvest, we give back to the community, right? When we make money. Okay. So that is kind of the model here. The more people we help, the more money we make. If that isn't a perfect business strategy, I don't know what is. All right. But it gets even better. Okay. Because the lot next to the house was the same seller from Orlando. All right. I can send you the PowerPoint. Yes. So she wanted to sell the lot too. Also probate, also had to go through probate. Both of these are probate properties. Market value was $100,000 for this lot. I offered what she wanted, $40,000 cash. I put out the property to my list for $69,900. All right. $69,900 full price offer. Okay. Minus a $6,000 JV fee to a wholesaler who, by the way, I don't know if Andres is on this call, but he helped me with this deal. $63,900 was the net. I made a net profit of $23,889. And there's the HUD. Now this is, you can't really see, but if you see the settlement date, it says July 3rd, 2019. So this was from last year. But guys, from one seller, $54,740 plus $23,889. I made over $78,000 from one seller. One seller. This lady called me, and one seller, just one lead that I followed up with, and from two properties, I made over almost $79,000. Okay, $78,000. And I hope I have your attention now. So which house would you rather wholesale, right? Because you might have heard this, the pretty house business, the ugly house business, right? I got that from Ron LeGrand, who I've learned a ton from. But guess what? With wholesaling probate properties, you can do both. Okay, there are simple steps to wholesaling probate deals, right? Number one, you pick a market. Median home price, median rent, start in your own county. Don't ignore the small towns. Small towns are a big opportunity. You have to look at counties that are growing with a population 50,000 people. There's no competition there, and people still want to live there. You can crush it if you're in a small market or a big market. Step two, marketing. So pick your market, then you send out marketing. Direct mail and cold calling. That's our bread and butter strategy for getting more seller leads than you can handle. That's it, simple. All right, now you also work older leads, right? You want to start with the most recent list of probates from your local market. They typically come out monthly. I can show you how to get them, but there's a way to acquire the list without having to do any work. You have to buy it, but it's not that expensive. Then you can go back and get older leads for a third of the price, which are still amazing deals to be found in these older leads. What's up, Andres? All right, so where do we get these leads? We acquire the probate lead list. We get a data provider, but be careful because not all data providers are equal. In other words, you want to make sure you work with the right company to acquire the data, and it makes a huge difference. Now, some of you might be on a budget. You might be saying, well, Cal, I don't have a ton of money to spend on marketing. Well, that's cool. I got you, right? Check this out. There are ways to get the leads directly from your county without having to spend anything on acquiring the list. Okay, it does take more time, but it's possible in every county nationwide because of the Freedom of Information Act. Yes, I have data providers I can share with you. Just stay tuned here. All right. So because of the Freedom of Information Act, it's public record. So you either have time and you can go down, or energy, you can go down and get the list yourself, or you might have money and you can just buy it. And guess what? It's just sent to you in a CSV file. How easy is that? It's awesome. All right, so now you've got the market, you've got the marketing, you're marketing to these sellers. Now you're going to talk to them. All right, this is where a ton of people get caught up, right? I saw a lot of this answer in the survey. I'm having trouble talking to sellers. Well, the key is keep it simple. All you have to do is ask questions. You don't need to sell yourself. Remember, you're acting as the buyer. Just say something like, hey, I sent you the letter, I sent you the text. I'm looking for an investment property in the area. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the house, right? You ask their permission. They're going to say yes. Is it nice? Is it a nice area? Good schools? It sounds nice. Why would you want to sell it? How far along in the probate process are you? I'm looking for a property that I can buy in the area, pay cash and close quickly. How soon are you looking to sell it? Okay, so you're approaching them to create a dialogue. You're starting to talk to sellers, getting information, and this works extremely well. But the key, again, going back, is you're the buyer. You're approaching them that you are an investor and you want to buy the house. Now, super important is the follow-up. 80 to 90% of all your deals are going to come from follow-up. Okay, those two big deals that I showed you earlier on the presentation, they weren't from the first call. She didn't just call me up and say, yes, I'll do a deal with you. You have to nurture these leads. You have to work with people. Okay, you need a system to track all of the follow-up. Okay, step 4, make simple offers. So simple offers, just super simple, cash offer, quick close, offer to pay their closing costs. You make an offer to every seller you talk to. That's a little pro tip right there. Everybody you talk to gets an offer, and then you stand above your competition and you give them options. So either way, they win. Now, I see a lot of people that aren't very aggressive with this, either appointment or a meeting, because a lot of sellers will say, I want to think about it. You need to push them. You need to make sure you get the appointment. Get out in front. Well, if you're not meeting with people right now in person because of the coronavirus, set up a follow-up call, do a Zoom call, do a FaceTime, and get a contract in front of them ASAP, okay? You don't have to be the probate expert, okay? I'm not an attorney either. It's okay if you don't have any experience. You aren't selling anything. You're approaching them as the buyer, okay? So you let my probate offer proposal and credibility kit do the selling for you. So everyone you talk to, right, you send this out. Now, what this is essentially a letter about yourself, and it's very professionally done. This is not some handwritten yellow letter postcard that all these wholesalers are sending out. This is very professional, and you put it together. It's a credibility kit. When you send this to sellers, they're going to be very, very impressed, okay? Now you get it under contract. Here's an example of a simple contract to purchase. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I've been using this for years. You're buying the property as is. You close in 30 days. Taxes are prorated. That's pretty much it. Cash offer, done. They're going to sign it. It's simple, easy to understand, especially for older people. You can't send them a 30-page contract. The thing is 2 pages long. You have very little risk, if any. You get an equitable interest in the property, which you can then sell as an assignment or double closing. Somebody asked about that. Yes, it is an assignable contract, but you're not obligated to close on the property. So if you can't find a good buyer, you just cancel the contract, ask for a price reduction, or you could ask for a price reduction to make the deal work, right? And always, if you're a licensed agent, you disclose your license, but if they say, well, we want market value, you can always list it for sale. Okay, I'll answer the questions later. So there are other sources of contracts. You've got Rocket Lawyer, Law Depot. If you're a realtor, you can always use your state approved contract, right? In Florida, we've got the FAR bar contract, so you can always use those too. Fast signatures with DocuSign. There's also one called HelloSign, eSign. So you don't have to go and meet people. A lot of times people aren't even in your town. Like this lady with the house in Miami, she was up in Orlando, so she DocuSigned it, and she was 90 years old, so anyone can figure that out. Step 6, find a buyer. Okay, this is super easy. Finding the buyer part is easy. You just put out signs, Facebook Marketplace, post it in groups, post it on Craigslist, Zillow, get a buyer's list, or call local wholesalers, cold call realtors off of realtor.com, and run a Facebook ad. You can literally set this whole thing up in an hour. Here's a sample ad. Just post it around the house. This is how I still sell some deals. Post it on Facebook Marketplace. I know I'm going through this fast, but you get the idea, right? Here's some sample Facebook ads. Okay, that's how it looks on mobile. That's how it looks on the news feed. Super simple, does not take very long to set up. All right, you'll get leads that way. And Craigslist, don't forget Craigslist. All right, it still works. You want to repost the ad regularly, and just do for sale by owner. Make sure you're putting the phone number and the email address in the ad, and you keep it simple. You see, I have every picture there is taken up. So you've got a great description, great ad, and your phone's going to start ringing. All right, so finding buyers, right? You want to do for sale by owner ads. You can only sell homes that people want to buy. Stay in that median price range and call realtors who are selling properties in the area, and I can give you a script to use. So when it comes to buyers, remember, don't forget anything, and you don't have to do all the work yourself. Realtors can help you, okay? The realtor sold that house I made $54,000 on. I showed you the text for her. This is realtor's job is to sell houses, right? So if you give them a checklist, you can say, listen, if you find a buyer, I'm happy to pay you commission. That's what happened with her. You can use the MLS. If you don't have a realtor, you can use realtor.com to find one. If you're licensed, use the MLS. find someone active in the area of the property who's selling homes, and they will help you to sell the home. All right, so I know I'm going through this fast, but we have a lot to cover. So let's just review the steps really quickly. Pick 2 to 3 markets to start. Let's say you start in your own hometown. You all know where you want to work, right? Now you market for sellers. You get the leads, you send them letters, you start cold calling, texting them, contact them. Now you got them on the phone. You ask a few simple questions. You're positioning yourself as if you're the buyer, right? You are the buyer. And then you send them out an offer, either through the mail, click to mail, you can email it to them, DocuSign, and then you let the proposal sell for you. The contract is part of the proposal. Now they're gonna send it back to you. Now you've got a contract, it's 2 to 3 pages, where I mentioned can be e-signed. Now you market that contract for a buyer using my checklist I just explained, and now you flip the property to the buyer, close, and get paid, okay? And then step 8, I should have said rinse and repeat and do it again. All right, so what if you actually knew how to do wholesale probate deals virtually in multiple markets and could outsource all the buyer and seller marketing and follow-up? What if you could take leads that other people are throwing away and turn them into $5,000 quick contract assignments or $30,000 plus profits on bigger flips like I showed you that I do? All right. Can you see how you're just one wholesale probate deal away from changing your life forever? Well, it is possible. You've just seen with your own eyes how you can do these simple wholesale probate deals. You can start using this strategy right now in your business, no matter your experience level, no matter if you already have a full-time job or not. Mastering simple wholesale probate deals is the key to your financial freedom, which means money will never be an issue for you again. So where do we go from here, right? Well, I just showed you all the steps to doing a deal. And if you feel confident enough to take this knowledge and run with it, please do go start doing deals and let me know your success. But now, this information is yours, right? But some words of caution. As with most things in life, when it comes to doing wholesale probate deals, success will be found in the details, okay? Just because you know how to play football doesn't mean you're gonna go win a Super Bowl, right? And it's no different here, okay? What I've just shared with you are the rules for increasing your cash flow in your balance statement and decreasing your overwhelm. And it took me years of dedicated study and practice to really master this art. And was it worth it? Obviously, yes. I made over $60,000 this month alone. And learning this really has allowed me to go from working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., working in cubicle hell, climbing some stupid middle manager corporate job. I was there and I hated it. I quit my job within 3 months of starting this. I traveled around the world doing deals virtually in multiple markets and being able to spend more time with my family, which is the most important thing after all. Okay, but I worked tirelessly every day to get to this point. I spent tons on marketing on my education. I made lots of mistakes. The bottom line is you can't skip the process. If you want to become a doctor, you have to go through med school. If you want to make money wholesaling probate properties, you have to learn how to market, how to talk to sellers, how to make offers, how to sell your deals, and everything else that goes along with it. Then you can learn how to create systems and delegate what you automate, what you can't automate, okay? So now, I don't know what your confidence level might be right now, but when it comes to wholesaling probate deals on your own, you may be 20%, 30%, 50%. Well, what would your confidence level be if I walked you through the entire process step by step, click by click, and system by system, okay? Would that increase your confidence level to the 90 to 100% range? And what if we could shorten your learning curve down from a few years to just a few weeks? Well, today I'm going to give you a few of you that opportunity. And here's how I'm going to do that. We're going to start doing wholesale probate deals together from start to finish. So by the time we're done, you'll have a system in place that'll bring you wholesale probate deals automatically. So this program is specifically for you, whether you're a beginner or you're an experienced investor or agent. If you're interested in learning a new strategy for doing deals on nice houses in nice areas, this is for you. All right. If you're looking for nice, consistent cash flow without the landlord headaches, and you really do care about helping people while making a great income, this is for you. If you want to get more of your offers accepted and you're tired of spending so much on marketing, or maybe you're not marketing at all right now, you want to get started and you need to make fast cash in the next 30 to 60 days. Or maybe you've tried wholesaling, it just isn't working for you. Maybe you're in an expensive, competitive market, all right? Maybe you're in a small market and you're looking for an easy way to do deals in virtual markets or your own market, and you want to travel more, right? Obviously, once the coronavirus calms down. but maybe you're wanting to do wholesaling full time, or you just want to have it as a tool in your tool belt, okay? Then this program is specifically for you. So here's how it's gonna work. It's a 4-week program. It's the month of May, and it's called the Launch My Wholesale Probate Properties Business Program. By the time we're done with it, you will have a complete wholesaling probate properties business set up. In other words, I'm gonna help you set up your own wholesaling probate properties business step by step. This is what I wish I had when I started, okay? So here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna be creating trainings, I'm gonna be creating videos for you, and that will go into the masterclass. It will be recordings of my computer screen as I walk you through all the steps you need to take to do deals. So we'll be setting up your wholesaling probate properties business step by step, click by click, live together. We're gonna work together on our group calls. So together we're gonna start at the very beginning and go through the entire process. We will also be doing live role plays so you can practice how you talk to sellers on the phone. All right, and here are the core modules. So you're gonna have the 7-day fast start guide. Now with that information, just in the 7-day guide, you'll actually be able to start doing deals. You'll be able to start marketing and wholesaling and talking to sellers within the first week, okay? So we don't wait till week 3 or 4 to give you the information. You have the information week 1, and then we go deeper into each subject to really refine your skills and your technique, okay? So module 2, we're gonna go into marketing for sellers and do a deep dive on that. Module 3, talking to sellers and making fast offers. Module 4, all right, we're gonna go into marketing for buyers. Then we're gonna go over the contracts, growing and scaling your business, and lastly, systems and automations. So today you're sitting here watching this webinar. You've seen the case study from this month and the one from last year as well that prove this strategy works like crazy. And by now, I'm sure it's abundantly clear that joining Wholesaling Probate Properties will be one of the best decisions you've ever made. If you're ready to start doing more deals and making some money, here's how to get started. By the time you've completed this course, you should have a fully functional wholesaling probate properties business making you money without the overwhelm. You should be getting a consistent stream of motivated seller leads, making fast offers, and have the most of your business outsourced and automated. Now, before I make you the offer, I need to know that you're on board with giving me a testimonial once I get you results working with wholesaling probate properties. All right, drop a number 1 before I go on. Drop a number 1 in the comments. Thank you guys. If you would agree to be part, is somebody drawing on there? What was that? I don't know. So I think someone might have been able to draw on here. What the? All right, whatever. So drop a number 1 in the comment section if you would be able to, if you would agree to be part of a case study illustrating your success and working with me if you take me up on my no risk offer. I don't know why somebody drew. How was somebody able to draw on it? Or was it me? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Sweet. All right, so no one can draw. Thank you, Mo. Well, all right, I just cleared it. Love it. Start with the end in mind. Well, that's it. I mean, it's really all I'm asking of you guys, but you'll see in a second here, okay? So awesome. So you guys agree to be part of a case study, and I'll explain why. So how much does this, who is drawing? All right, don't troll me. Okay, so how much does this new course cost? Okay, the retail value of this class, what I will sell it for on my website will be $9.97. If that sounds expensive, well, it is, okay? But keep this in mind. If the way you're doing deals now is you're only getting 1 out of 30 offers accepted, then you could be getting 3 out of 30. That's costing you at least $10,000 a month, all right? And if you're not doing any deals or any marketing at all right now, if you're not doing anything, then you're for sure missing out on $10,000 of profit per month. And I'll answer your guys' questions at the end. I want to get through this. So if you did just 1 wholesale probate deal a month, you could be making anywhere from $3,000 to $30,000 in profit or more, depending on your exit strategy. If you wanted one-on-one coaching and get me personally to teach you this stuff, I wouldn't charge less than $5,000. So is $9.97 worth it? Yes, of course it is. Okay, you should be able to do 1 wholesale probate deal a month, which you would recoup that investment many times over just from 1 deal. But if all you did was 1 deal in a year, it would still cover the investment in the coaching program. I just mentioned that. So the fact that you're still here watching this means you're actually serious about the success of your business. So here's what I'm going to do. If you're willing to invest in yourself today, I'm willing to invest in you. I'm going to take $700 out of my own pocket, and I'm going to invest that in you and your future success with wholesaling probate properties. So right now, during this webinar, for the next 60 minutes, I'm going to give you a $700 discount and reduce the price from $997 to just $297. Okay? So to put that into perspective, you just saw me demonstrate how you can make $50,000 or more on just one probate deal. You just saw how I was able to start doing deals in just one of the worst economies ever and become a full-time wholesaler back in 08 and 09. So would you acquire $997, or would you invest $997 to acquire that ability and do the same thing? Now, with that being said, there is one catch. The $700 discount is only good for the next hour. Why? Because decisiveness is a trait shared by all successful entrepreneurs. And also, I can only work with so many people for the launch of my Wholesaling Probate Properties business program. And I only want to work with people who will take this seriously. Now, I've told people there's a recording, but this is for people who are on right now and who are serious about this. So simply put, you cannot build a business while sitting on the fence. So I want you to get off the fence, okay? And hold on one second. I'm stopping people's video, okay? I want you to get off the fence, and I want to help you to make a decision that's going to change your future, right? In addition to the $700 discount, I want to make this a completely safe decision for you without any risk whatsoever. So I'm going to give you an unprecedented 2-part guarantee that is unheard of. First and foremost, I'm not even going to charge you the $297 today. I want this to be a complete no-brainer for you. So, and practically guarantee your success. This is group coaching where I personally work with you to build your wholesaling probates business and help you to do your first deal while setting you up to do many more deals in the future. Yes, the price is $297. Okay, but even though it's highly discounted, some of you may be wondering if there's a money-back guarantee. Well, I have something better than a money-back guarantee. I'm so confident that you will get results that I'm willing to let you in today for only $1. So before I go on, I'm dropping the link into the comments section here. One second. One second, guys. Bear with me. I gotta drop the link for you. All right, now got to do it for everyone in the meeting there. Okay, there's the link. All right. So I'm willing to let you guys in for $1. That's right. That's right, Victoria. I know you probably can't believe it, right? I'm going to explain how this is going to work in a second. The program will start on May 1st and end May 31st. And you can go through the whole program with me for only $1. Now, 48 hours after you finish the coaching program, you will be charged $297, but only if you feel you got value in working with me. You guys get that? So I'm still charging $297, but you go through the coaching program first. Okay. So if you don't feel that the value is there and it didn't help you, just send me an email before the 48 hours are up and I'll cancel your payments and you'll never even be charged. If you're happy with the value that I've delivered, then you don't have to do anything. You do nothing and you'll be charged automatically. Okay. Gene, I put the link in the chat, but I'll put it again. You can scroll down. All right. I'll get to your guys' questions in a second. So the reason I'm doing this, okay, and I kind of mentioned this before, is because I'm planning on turning this program into a course. All right. And I want a ton of case studies before I launch it to the general public. So I'm going to make it my personal crusade to get you results because it's a win-win for both of us. Okay. Carlos, it's for the month of May. It's 4 weeks. Okay. It's 30 days. But I'm not, this isn't a secret. I'm not hiding this from you guys. This is, I'm being transparent here. I'm doing this to help you to do deals. And then, you're going to get results and then you're going to give me a testimonial. And if you're happy, I charge you $297 and you can go whatever speed you want. No. You don't get charged $297 in the next 48 hours. Okay. You get charged at the end of the month. So you work with me for the entire month of May. And then if you are happy with the program, don't do anything. And then I charge you. If you're not happy, you email me and you won't be charged. Okay. I'm going to get to your questions in a second. So I will work extra hard for your testimonial. And then I get your case study as social proof for my course launch. Yes, you pay $1 up front. The only catch is you have to agree to become a case study for my program after you get amazing results. Okay. Which I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you do results. If I have to basically do the work with you, I'm going to hold your hand and do it. Okay. All right, Kimberly, you know, if you can do a deal in 30, it's realistically 30 to 60 days before you close something, but you're going to have deals in the pipeline. That's the goal realistically by the end of the month. Okay. So if you're not willing to share your experience in the form of a testimonial, then don't take the offer. I'm not doing this for the money. Gene, I'm working on the schedule. I'll answer your questions. So if you're not willing to give me a testimonial, don't do it. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this to help you. So if you would like to participate, click the link, sign up. You'll see it says $297. But if you scroll down on the page, it'll say $1. No, at this point, I'm confident that you're ready to get started, that you're serious about learning the skill set, and that you're ready to take action, or else you wouldn't be here. Follow along with this program and set up the marketing and systems that you will need for your wholesaling probate properties business, just like I'm going to show you how to do click by click. And when you do, you will end up with a complete working business that can generate motivated sellers on demand, make simple offers and follow up automatically, get properties under contract under a simple contract without really needing to negotiate anything. You're the buyer. Okay. You're going to sell deals fast to a hungry pool of buyers, cash buyers. These guys have money, proof of funds. And then you're going to deposit massive profits in your bank account, just like I do. Okay. So click the link to get started today, but you only have an hour to take me up on it. Okay. I've told people there's a recording, but really I'm only, 5, 10 people. This is going to be a small group. It's going to be tight. We're going to work together. And I've never seen anyone else willing to do this. So why am I? Because I want to reward people who take action. And I know that when you finish the program, I'll have made such a massive impact on your life that you will be a raving fan and you will be happy to give me a testimonial. Okay, so it's an investment in you guys, and I'm hoping maybe you can bring me some deals too. We can work together. We can do some JVs, which I do all the time. So there's literally, there is no way that you can lose here. I mean, I'm giving you everything that I have in my own business that has made me, just this month over $60,000. So at a bare minimum, okay, you have a full 30 days to go through the entire program risk-free, okay? And you will have successfully built a profitable, hold on, somebody's asking for the link that I will share. All right, you will have successfully built your entire wholesaling probate properties business simply following the steps that I will lay out for you. What do you need to do to complete the Launch My Wholesaling Probate Properties business program? You go through the modules. People are asking me, okay? I'm releasing these modules live to you guys. So they're created, okay? I have the training, but we're going to work through it together. We're going to go through the training together, okay? You're getting an error? Okay. I'm not sure why that is, SP. Do we schedule a call, dude? Yes, when you join. SP, I'll message you later. I'll answer your questions in a second. So go through the modules, participate in the Facebook group, set up your systems, report your numbers, show me your offers, which you don't have to send me, the actual contracts, but you have to show me you're doing the work and give me a testimonial. Okay. And really, what I should have said here is, what do you need to do to be successful, right? For yourself, okay? What you need to do is you need to go through the modules. You need to do the work, okay? I don't know why you guys are getting an error, but if you do, I'll put my email. Yes, there is done during COVID. There are no hidden fees, okay? Except the $297, which are charged at the end of the month, okay? So let's look at some successful students. All right, these are testimonials from my data lead provider. And I almost didn't include them because they're not for me personally, but I want to show you that with the right mentality and work ethic, you can be successful. Okay, Michelle said she closed her first probate yesterday with an investor before even putting this on the market. In 20 days of cash sale, she got her second listing tomorrow, third listing next week. Okay, Norm contacted an estate administrator last week, offered to sell the house for him what it was owed. He added his commission. This is like a wholesaling deal. He wanted the stuff, and the house offered a little more for it. He got a great deal without any competition. All right, there's very little competition here. All right, Robbie sent out 92 mailers, has 3 appointments, 1 million in listing volume. All came from sellers who responded to the mailings. Calling leads this week. I can't wait to see the results of picking up the phone and reaching out to this group will be. So these are people just like this. Okay. Okay, thank you, Matthew, for clarifying that for people. So here's the deal. All right, if I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours. All right. But you don't even have to make the decision today. Just try it out for 30 days. Okay, just pay the $1 today. In worst case scenario, you decide 30 days from now if you want full access to the course. And that's the other thing. If you do decide to stay on past the 30 days, you'll get access to the entire course that I'm going to sell for at least $1,000. Okay. And it's going to have a bunch of bonuses. I have a training on how to hire a virtual assistant. I have a training on working with first-time home buyers. I'm going to throw that in there. I have an ebook. I have all of this content that I'm going to put into the course, the full course, plus all the recordings. Everything will be in there. So you'll definitely want to stay on past the 30 days because it's only $297. I mean, it's a third of what I'll be charging other people for, less actually. So you either complete the coaching, and if for any reason you don't feel like it gave you tremendous value, you only pay $1. Okay? Or you go through the course, and if you get tremendous value from it, don't do anything, and we'll charge you the $297 48 hours after the end of coaching. Okay? So if this isn't clear to anyone, ask me now, because this is your chance to ask me. I think I've explained it like 3 times. You guys are not charged $297 today. You're charged $1. You go through it for 30 days. Okay, it's clear. So click the button now. Okay. Lisa's got a virtual closing. Well, make sure you sign up before you go, Lisa. Click the button now. When you go to the site, it's a fully secure checkout page will open. Fill it out while you continue to listen to the rest of the webinar. After you fill out the registration form and hit submit, you're taken to the page for the Wholesaling Probate Properties members onboarding area, where you'll follow the next steps to get started. Now, I know a lot of you guys have already done this, but the next step is to book a call with me, because I do want to talk to you, make sure we're a good fit in working together. And we're going to create a relationship. We're going to create connections with each other and with the group. And I'm going to get to know you. You're going to get to know me. We're going to, I'm going to help you with your business. You're going to help me by giving me feedback on the course. And we might even do deals together. The calendar link is on the page. After you buy, you'll be taken to a thank you page. The link to book the Calendly call on my calendar is on the thank you page. Knowledge is the best investment, Eric. It's an investment in yourself. And yes, Diana, it is. There will be a private Facebook group. I do have a Facebook group. If no one has joined it, it's Wholesaling Probate Properties. You can search it on Facebook. You can join that. There is content, and there will be some content in there, but there will be a Facebook group for this. Aaron, thank you. I look forward to talking to you. Okay, so all of the training will be recorded. It will all be uploaded to the members area, along with the role play sessions, the contracts, the forms, my personal Rolodex of contacts, everything. I'm giving you everything that I'm doing in my own business. I'm literally giving you everything because I want you to be successful. So you give me a great testimonial, right? So you get access to everything, plus what I'll be adding to the course in the future for only $297, assuming you stay on past the 30 days. Donna, you're welcome. And I already kind of talked about that I'm going to be adding more to the course. And that's it, guys. All right, there's hundreds of people that want in. If you look at the comments, the members area, no, you don't get the access to the members area right away. You get access to the calendar page to book a call with me. All right, so this is look at the comment, 270 comments on one post. So there's hundreds of people that want in. It's a very limited size group. This is your chance to join. I'm going to put it in here one more time, although I know a lot of you guys have already grabbed it. So click the button now. It's in the chat window. It will be gone in an hour. I already see I've got a ton of people signing up, maybe more than maybe more than I was expecting. I came in halfway too, so would love to watch the full thing. Awesome. Victoria, I'll send you the recording. I got you. And there will be no replays. Well, I'll send one to you, Victoria, because you asked. So here's a summary of everything you get. You get the 4-week Launch My Wholesaling Probate Properties business program with the live weekly modules, live Q&As, all the contracts, all the forms, all the contacts, everything's recorded live, put into the members area. You got to log in for that. You create your username, password. You get the 7-day fast start guide. That actually will be enough for you to start marketing. You can just, if you are a go-getter and you are, someone who will take action quickly, you can actually start next week. So the whole course will sell for $997. I'll probably sell the fast start guide for $97, but you get $700 off during the group program. But you can get started today for only $1 and pay $297. If you feel you're receiving enough value from the program, simply send me a testimonial once the coaching is complete to receive full access to the online course. Sylvia, yes, I will send you the recording. So click the button now, get started if you haven't already. So at this point, you've watched the entire presentation. You've seen that it's possible to create a simple wholesaling probate properties business that can increase your cash flow and decrease your overwhelm. It's clear this wholesaling probate properties program will show you exactly how to create your business to do the same thing. So I'd like to invite you one last time to participate in this priceless, one-time only Launch My Wholesaling Properties business program. I am actually only doing this once, okay? So you can start doing very simple wholesale probate deals and change your life in the process. Doing one simple wholesale probate deal can change your life forever. You may never have to worry about money again. Okay, thank you, Matthew. I've made sure this is a completely safe decision for you to make. There is no risk except $1. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate your investment in me, even if it's $1. Okay, it's awesome. I look forward to helping you guys and and help you to do successfully do many wholesale probate deals. Hold on one second. And so just click the button now. That's it, okay? Clicked on the $1, it won't process. I'll look into that. So remember I said, if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you my marketing campaign ROI calculator for free. And I will be emailing that. I'll probably send it out to everybody who has been on the call. A few people joining here at the end. So here's everything you're going to get. It's a 4-week program, okay? And I can answer some of your guys' questions. So for example, D. Murray, the modules are going to be in the membership area. Yes, I can send you the recording. Okay, the modules are not created because we are going to create the modules together. Okay, we are creating this. I'm going to go through this program with you, and then the recordings will be uploaded to the membership area. So you'll have a link where you create your account to join the members area. So you join with your email as a username and a password. You log into the members area and everything will be in the members area. All the recordings, and Peter, okay, I'll send you the recording. So all the recordings, all of our role play calls, all of the contracts, all of the forms, everything is gonna be in there, okay? So really the goal with leading this for me is, I was thinking about this last night, and I appreciate you guys so much for joining already and staying on with me. But really my goal of this group is to build your competencies and the confidence of you guys as individuals and as an entire group, right? There's a lot of power. There's a lot of possibilities of working as a group and working effectively together, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. So if you think about, the most traditional forms of leadership or managers, that's where people are telling, right? They're telling, they're directing, we're saying, this is what needs to happen. This is how you do it. Well, that is how the course will be once it's completed, right? The benefit that you have is you'll be working with me one-on-one, right? Or with the group and me. So if you think about, that's kind of how managers are. Advising and mentoring is a little more directive. It's more like, look, here's some ideas for you to think about, And when I was in your position, this is what I did. That's if you have an advisor and a mentor. Okay, but when we all work together, it's going to be a little different, right? It's not mentoring so much, it's me starting with the assumption that you are already a creative and resourceful person, which I know you are, because you're on this call, you've taken the time to find this information and join me, and you're going to be able to figure this out. Now, it's going to be with some help from me, but you will be able to find out your own direction and on your own journey in terms of getting this work done. So I'm going to show you what to do, but ultimately you're going to chart your own path, and I'm going to help you to do that. So how we do that is, it's within the context is essentially I'm going to be asking some provocative and some thought-provoking questions, some powerful questions, right? So you need to think about, okay, what are my goals, right? Where am I now? Where do I want to be? What are my resources? And why is it I'm stopping myself from moving forward? What's that inner critic voice that sort of whispers in your ear, if you know what I mean, and says, you can't do it, or what's that about? Or can we work with that in a different way so you can move forward? You got to think about that little voice in a different way so you can move forward in a more productive way. And that's the point of the group, okay? Again, to build the competencies and the confidence of you guys as individuals and the entire group. So I hope that makes sense. That's my goal for the program. Now, let me see if I can answer some of your questions. Okay, how many calls? How often are the calls? I don't want to overwhelm you guys. We'll most likely just do 2 calls a week. Okay, I'm not sure the calendar invitation. So you need to sign up for a call with me when you get to the thank you page, and then you should get a thank you email. If not, reach out to me. If the class starts May 1st and the coaching calls May 4th, does it matter? No, but we're going to be starting the first week of May. Rob, I'll email you the presentation. See if there's any other questions. Just signed up now. Really excited. Awesome, Angelica. And the cool thing is, in the survey, and you guys might be interested to know this, when I asked people why they want to do it, half of people said make money and half of people said help people. Isn't that amazing? It was literally 50% to the nut, because I went through every single answer. I had almost 300 people fill out the survey. It was like 290 people filled out the survey, which is amazing. So just since last Friday, less than a week. And literally I counted every single answer. 50% of people said make money. 50% of people said help people. Isn't that amazing? I love you guys for that, because you really do want to help people, and you will. And I saw a question about positioning yourself as a probate specialist and working with local businesses to provide multiple services. Absolutely. You are going to build a team. You're going to build your dream team. Everything from a trash out specialist, you're going to have a probate attorney, you're going to have a title company, you're going to have the whole list of people. When you go to something, you are the specialist. You are a specialist, you're an expert, and people are going to love you. I mean, people thank me all the time. There's a huge need. Do you want me to go back to the slide where there's, trillions of dollars of money in real estate right now that's going to go through probate, and people need help. They don't know. They don't know who to talk to. They don't know how to find an attorney. They don't know how to find a title company. They don't know how to find a buyer. They don't know how to find a good realtor. They don't know. And when you talk to them, they are going to love you for it, okay? Got to run to my next appointment. I understand. Worked in law for many years. Excellent, Denise. Then you are at an advantage, I would say, but you don't need a whole lot of experience to get started. So Juan Gomez, can you please send me a recording? Yes. Modules again. Yeah, thank you, Stan. You're welcome, Stan. Any other system requirements? Not sure about that, Brandy, what you mean. I mean, I recommend using a CRM to track your leads, but guys, you could start with a yellow pad of paper and a pen. Just start sending out letters. The leads come in, name, phone number, when do you have to call them back? Literally. Now, I'm super techie, like I geek out on this stuff, but that's not for everybody. So, and you don't feel overwhelmed. You're not going to have to do any coding or programming. I'm going to show you the CRM I use, but you don't have to. I'm also a 72 sold. Cool. Can't wait to learn about how to talk to these leads. Like I mentioned, I have about 3,000 leads of probate. We can talk about it on our call. Maybe we can JV them. Yes, we can JV them, but you need to call them. And especially if you haven't already, I'm going to show you how to call them, what to say. I am a licensed realtor with a probate certification. I can't wait to start. Awesome. And you guys, listen, if you can contribute to the group, I will be grateful. If you know about a particular topic, I keep getting error messages for joining. Reach out to me directly. If anybody is having difficulty joining, send me an email and I will help you. Okay? My email is right there. Excited to learn from you and help get this off the ground for you. Awesome. Will this be a conflict if you work for a brokerage? No, it will not. I mean, your brokerage is going to love you, Cherie, because you're going to be bringing in a ton of leads, which some of them you can list. See, the thing is, and we're going to get into this, but if you're licensed, you are at an advantage because you can list the property for sale. So let's say the house is worth $200,000 and they want $200,000. Well, that's a retail deal. So what do? You list it and your brokerage is going to love you for it. Now, is your broker going to be upset if you're wholesaling properties? Well, I'm not your broker, but I would suggest talk to your broker about it. But again, like I said earlier in the call, as long as you disclose to everybody that you're licensed, then you're good, okay? Wholesaling is legal. When is the first call, Carlos? I will be sending that out to everyone who joins, but plan on most likely early part of next week. Honestly, I wanted to see how many people join. How do we schedule the call with you? Did you not see it on the page? If you guys want, I can actually put my, you know what? The thing is, I only want people booking calls with me who have actually bought it. Did you not, Carlos, were you not able to book a call? Were you not able to, on the thank you page, you didn't see? Anyway, Carlos, reach out to me directly if you would. I put my email in there if you want to book a call. I'm definitely going to talk to everybody. So is talking with the attorney different than talking to the sellers? Had several tell me it is different. It is different. Well, it's the same message that you're a buyer, you're interested in it. But it is a little bit of a different script. Talking to the probate attorney is a little bit of a different script. But the thing about the scripts too is, again, you're creating a dialogue. I give you kind of how the start of the conversation, and you want to put your own kind of personality behind it, right? That's kind of what I was talking about, that you guys are competent and confident individuals, and I believe in you, and you're going to kind of, chart your own path as well. What about the leads? We'll go over all of that in the training. But again, there's basically two ways. You can either buy them from a lead provider, or you can go down to your local county and get them for free, which I can help you to figure out to do. Donna, do you get access to the training today? I talked about this. The training will be next month. Okay, the training is in May. We are creating the training together. I will train you guys live. You give me feedback. You ask me questions. That is all recorded, and then it will be put into the members area. So there's no training today. The training today was the webinar, but you will get access to all the training as it is created. What will be the schedule? May 1st is Friday. That's true. And I may do a quick group call on Friday, Denise, to get this launched and started. But plan on the core modules will start next week. Okay, we'll probably do a group call, or maybe I'll just do a Facebook Live in the private group, which I'll add you guys to, just to get kind of everybody situated. So if anybody has any other questions, did I miss any? Andres is in, awesome. How many classes? It's gonna be 1 month. I got $1, good. I always have another call on Friday at noon. Okay, thank you, Denise, and that's actually a good point, because I wanna schedule these calls at a time that, or really the trainings, right? It's gonna be Zoom calls, or we're gonna do screen shares. It's gotta be at a time that works for everybody, or with the highest number of people. So when we got on a call together, kind of the intake call. Let's plan on scheduling this because I want you guys involved. I want everybody to go through this, and I want you guys on it live. Okay, so we got to do this. Is there a problem if you're in an area different from where you live? So Denise, let me just finish on that. Dude, I hope you understand. I'm gonna plan this. I'm gonna schedule this around as many people's schedule as possible to get as many people on the call. Maybe this time, maybe around 2 o'clock. Or we could actually do it in the afternoons or early evenings if that's better. People work during the day. Is there a problem if you're in an area different from where you live because of the COVID? If you are in an area different from where you live? No, you can do this anywhere in the country. I mean, you can do deals in other markets. You don't have to physically be there. And you know, everything's virtual these days. Sellers, a lot of times they don't even want to work. They don't even want to meet you in person. You know what I mean? Like a lot of it is done virtually. The e-sign is done virtually. The phone calls are done virtually. What happens with inspections? You can have the seller meet an inspector at the house. But we'll get into all of this. We'll get into all of this during the training. I know you guys have a lot of questions. It's great. I love it. Thank you for engaging with me. But there's ways of doing it, Jeanette. Okay, there are ways. Okay, with virtual deals. The easiest is just ask the seller. You just ask the seller, hey, can you open the house for me? All right, so is there anything I can look at ahead of this call on Friday to learn further about this? You can rewatch the webinar, Juan. I put a live, you didn't stay on for the whole thing. I would recommend going through this. I put a lot of information in here. Who are the buyers? We're looking for cash buyers. We're looking for investors. We are trying to acquire these properties below market value, flip them to investors. So we seek out cash buyers. Yes, there will be a recording, Denise. I can email it to you. The server is busy. The page won't load. Are you talking about the checkout page, Victoria? Yes, I can email you guys the recording. Maybe give it a second, Victoria, refresh your browser or email me. If anybody has any questions in the meantime, I put my email, I'll put it in there again. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for sticking on with me to the end. There's still over 50 of you guys. Stan, I'm not planning to send the recording to everyone. Yes, Carlos, we can look at the schedule. We can plan it. Stan, I'm only sending it to people who have asked me. But again, yes, I will send it to you. Carlos, you're welcome. You're welcome, Iris. And thank you guys all. I mean, we're co-creating here. We're going to work together. Pam, recording, you got it. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take my money. Are you sure? It's $1, Brian. I don't know. I don't want to, you know. Can you please send me the recording? Thanks. Yes, 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 yes. In fact, if you want the recording, drop your email in right now because I'm not sending it to everyone. We have like 50 people already in the group, which is awesome. So we'll give it a second. Drop your email. You're welcome. If you want the recording of this, drop your email in the chat. There are no calls available until Monday. We'll get on a call, Melissa. You're welcome, Diana. Cash for your house. We're going to help people make money doing it. You know, I love it. Love this business. Love the freedom that it gives you. What do you think about wholesaling pre-foreclosures? I think it's awesome, but that's not what we're teaching. Okay, there are other courses on that you can look into. Let's help people and make some good money for our families, bro. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. Not supposed to say help. Yes, for sure. People need our help. I mean, how many millions of people are out there that are going to be inheriting houses? They don't know what to do with it. And we come in and we help them. The more people you help, the more money you make, right? It's like back in the 80s. You remember, what was it? Not Wolf of Wall Street. The other one with Gordon Gekko, Wall Street, right? Greed is good, right? Zero-sum game. For me to win, you lose. That's the old way of working. Then that's old. For me to win, I have to take advantage of you. That's the old way. The new way is the more I help you win, the more I win. That's creating a win-win. That's how we work today. And that's why I'm doing this. The more people I can help, the more you help me. And the more people we help in the world, the more money we make. So it's a beautiful thing. All right. You're welcome, Tyler. I'm going to end the call there. The great Zig Ziglar always makes that point. The more you help, the more you make. Love Zig. I think he passed away, but he was one of my first kind of mentors. Shout out to Andres. Thanks, Calvin. Shout out to Andres from Andres. You're giving a shout out to yourself. Stay safe, everyone. Stay safe. Angelica, you're welcome. Stephanie, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be sending you out the information about the first calls, and I look forward to seeing you on the first training. Take care.